Therefore, based on everything he just got through saying in the first 11 chapters of Romans, therefore I urge you, brothers, in view of God's mercy, to offer your bodies as living sacrifices, holy and pleasing to God. This is your spiritual act of worship. Do not conform any longer to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by, get this, the renewing of your mind. Then you will be able to test and approve what God's will is, His good, pleasing, and perfect will. It's a verse that gives hope because it recognizes the struggle in all of us between what we want, what we desire as children of God, and what our flesh, our fallen flesh, still wants. And this verse gives us hope that even though that those desires from an old life are still there, that there is something that renews us. How does God renew our minds? What does that renewal look like? Our walk is more than just behavior modification. It's renewal of our whole being. And it starts not with changing our behavior, not with changing how we feel about things, but starts with our minds. This space between our ears and our brains, and we also must understand that our battle, this battle for our mind, this battle of renewal, this renewing journey, renewing our mind journey, is a spiritual battle. It's a battle in and for our minds. Paul says this in Ephesians chapter 6, finally be strong in the Lord and in His mighty power. Put on the full armor of God so that you can take your stand against the devil's schemes. For our struggle is not against flesh and blood. It's not about our behavior, though that will change and that needs to change, but against the rulers, against the authorities, and against the powers of this dark world, and against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly realms. That's where the battle is. That's where the war occurs. And Satan attacks and his forces attack our mind. That this renewing of our mind journey is a spiritual battle. It's not necessarily about what I can see, but those things that are working in between my ears sometimes that work against me. So understand that Satan wants nothing more than to disrupt your walk with God. You want to hurt God? What do? You disrupt the relationship with His children. You hurt His children. That's exactly what Satan wants to do.